Choose ferrets. Choose chaos. Choose a life where small objects are never where you left them and your nose is under constant attack.
Don't bite my nose.
Choose never being able to wear socks again without shoes. Choose being just another part of the parkour course in a ferret's life.
Hello.
I chose not to choose a normal life. I chose something else. The reasons? Who needs reasons when you've got ferrets? But with great fun comes great responsibility. Choosing ferrets means a life spent trying to stay one step ahead of them, filling their time with enough entertainment that they forget their default setting is to bite you then run. My crew have been living in this sparsely decorated split cage for a few months now, and if I don't get some enrichment in there soon, there's going to be a riot. So join me as we take on the epic task of keeping my chaos noodles busy. It's not going to be easy, have you seen my DIY skills? But it's definitely going to be fun. That's a compulsory part of owning ferrets. Maybe you'll pick up some ideas for your own ferrets along the way. Or maybe you'll just enjoy watching me struggle, you monster. All you have to do is choose to watch. Also like and subscribe, thanks. We've been living up here in Scotland for a few months now, and my ferrets have settled in nicely. But the weather has been so bad. The worst summer for years apparently, so that's a lovely welcome. And while the outside run is covered, the rainwater runs right across the floor slabs, making the whole area soaking most of the time. Ferrets can be very fussy about getting their little peets wet, so they haven't been spending much time outside. Plus, I've really been missing my playtime with them in the outside run, and I'm also not keen on getting my peets wet, or more accurately, plonking my butt down on a cold, wet concrete floor. I've been waiting impatiently for the sun to poke its head out from behind the rain clouds so I can do some DIY and add a raised platform to the runs. It's for the benefit of both me and the ferrets. There is one huge obstacle standing in the way of this though. I'm pretty bad at DIY, as regular viewers of the channel will know.
It's not horrible.
But that doesn't stop me trying. With the sun finally making an appearance, I have 2 tasks on my hit list this weekend. A wire inner door for the shed so I don't need a gas mask when I'm in there cleaning them out, and some much needed enrichment to make the outside run more adventurous. I managed to scavenge a couple of pallets, and I have some offcuts and spare materials from previous projects, so it's not actually going to cost me anything today. Well, apart from my dignity, because carpentry. For entirely selfish reasons, I'm starting with the wire door. When the sun is out, this shed turns into a sauna faster than you can say suffocating in poop fumes. Since there's no room for a proper swinging door, I'm making a freestanding wire panel to slot into place. And yes, I know what you're thinking. A freestanding door? That sounds secure. Trust me, I have a plan. And for all my carpentry challenged brethren, as a certified short cutter, I would like to share 4 DIY hacks with you along the way. Step 1, measure up and cut the wood to length. And here's hack number 1. Do not, I say do not, trust in your own ability to use a tape measure, especially when it comes to cutting wood. If you need 2 pieces to be the same length, measure 1, then use what you made as a stencil for any matching pieces. I didn't say they were going to be advanced hacks. With the wood cut, it's time to deploy DIY hack number 2, metal corner brackets, because nothing screams I have no idea what I'm doing like outsourcing stability to bits of metal. It's foolproof, or at least fall resistant. As the door frame takes shape, I'll hand over to my body double for hack number 3.
These T20 screws are an absolute marvel. They don't crunch up the head like Phillips screws, which is brilliant if, like me, you often have to screw things in and out before you get it right. These ones here I've used today, they're actually a bit long for the job, but we can fix that in post.
The last step in the door construction is fixing the steel wire to it. I had some left over from making the enclosure, so I whipped out my final DIY hack, the electric staple gun. Get one. They're not expensive, so why give yourself aching hands and blisters when you can fire these bad boys in at 100 miles an hour? Fast, easy, slightly dangerous, just like living with ferrets.
Scruffles, ow, ow, ow!
With the door made, it was time to fit it. And you know that plan I mentioned earlier? It basically involves getting the door into the shed and seeing what combination of wood, screws and gate hooks will hold it in place. And all I need to do is lift it aside like that for access. Nailed it! Well, technically I screwed it.
What do you think, boys?
But there is only one way to see if my half-hearted attempt at engineering holds up under the assault of Ferret.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm keeping you all waiting, aren't I? Hello.
It was the boys' turn first, and they were characteristically unbothered by my hard work.
Do you think so?
You look very yellow in that light.
Well, the boys haven't really shown an awful lot of interest in the fresh air, but honestly, it's for me, I think, more than the ferrets, because it just gets very stuffy in here. So after recharging my cuddle meter with Zorro, it was time to let the girls out to investigate the new open doorway. And their reaction was much more rewarding. So what do you think, ladies? Do you like the fresh ventilated play area? It's nice when the breeze comes through. It's so much nicer in here.
I have to say, I'm pretty happy with the result. It's completely changed the vibe of evening playtime in here, with the sun setting through the door and a cool breeze swirling. It's the perfect environment for leaping around or enjoying a massage in the sunshine. My God, these ferrets are spoilt. They also appreciate the wide view of the patio and the occasional passing cat. And of course, Scruffles has already reminded me who's actually in charge by climbing to the top to see what's there.
Scruffles, what are you doing up there?
Next morning, I'm up early to take full advantage of a rare Scottish phenomenon, 2 nice days on the trot. Today's task doesn't need any carpentry, so you DIY enthusiasts can stop cringing now. But I have got a lot to do. I'm on my own and those pallets are heavy. But they need cleaning thoroughly before I can convert them into luxury lounging platforms for both me and the ferrets. Which is an excellent excuse to get out the jet wash. I don't know why this is so satisfying, especially in slow motion. I did manage to accidentally clean stripes into the paving slabs, and I'm not jet washing the whole patio, so they'll have to become a feature. We'll call it art, or ancient hieroglyphics. I think Cappy approves anyway. Now to add the luxury. The wonderful thing about AstroTurf is that it's easy to hose clean, and ferrets love it. But it costs more than laying actual lawn and hiring someone to mow it. Luckily, I've got some left over from a previous project. Yes, I keep random bits of fake turf lying around. Don't judge me. This is going to transform these splintery old pallets into a sun deck fit for royalty, as long as I have enough pieces.
Oh, perfect fit.
With the help of my trusty staple gun, the pallets were soon carpeted in scratchy plastic grass, and it was time to figure out how to fit them in the run. Time to hit the reset button. Stage 1, preparation. Clean, chaos-free space is so satisfying, isn't it? Right, time to fill it up again. The great thing about working alone is no arguments about the layout, as long as I don't put my back out moving these pallets. Variety is one of the best ways to enrich a ferret's life, so I switched up some of the main features in both cages and then arranged the rest of the tunnels and toys to provide the most intrigue. One negative about living up here on the west coast of Scotland is it's so windy all of the time that a litter tray would be pointless. I don't think my neighbours would appreciate ferret poop raining down on their patio furniture. So instead I'm organising the cage to try and encourage pooping towards the gate, so I can scoop and hose it down regularly with ease. With the finishing touches added, I'm happy with the transformation. Let's see what the ferrets think.
Times that I've seen you lose your way, you're not in control, and you won't be told. All I can do to keep you safe is hold you close till you can breathe on your own, till you can breathe on your own. Hold tight, you're slowly coming back to life. I've been giving you hell, darling, let go.
All things considered, I'm calling this a huge success. The raised platforms have almost doubled the usable floor space from the ferret's perspective. They've got the dark, tunnely undersides for hiding and stashing, and the top for lounging and chin rubbing. Plus, it's a lot nicer for me to sit out here with them for my daily serotonin fix. Since the makeover, both groups have been spending more time outside and coming nose to nose with each other through the wire. I'm hoping to integrate them into one big happy, or at least tolerant ferret family later this year. So make sure you're subscribed if you don't want to miss the inevitable chaos of that attempt. For now, this seems like a pretty good environment to continue getting them used to each other. Our little slice of ferret paradise. For those still watching, I want to share a secret with you. I wonder if you know how remarkable you are. On this channel, you are typically around 20% of 4%, which means for every 1,000 people who see this thumbnail in their feed, just 8 of you stand with me here right now. I know who you are. You're the ones I chat to in comments, even if that conversation is just an exchange of emojis. I see you, and we appreciate you so much for making this possible.
And I won't let you down.
See you next time, Floof Crew.